Hello, good evening, and welcome to the historic Shuttleworth Park as the 11 and 25 Newark Pilots are on the road for the third time in this six-game stretch before the All-Star break. Tonight, we get our first look at the Eastern Division leaders, the 25 and 7 Amsterdam Mohawks. The Pilots have won 2 in a row and 4 of their last 5. One of those was against the number 4 nationally ranked Jamestown Jammers. Tonight, they get the number 8 nationally ranked Mohawks. The Pilots will send their right-hander from Amherst, New York, and the University at Buffalo to face the Mohawks. That's Andrew White. He's 0-1 with an 11.88 ERA in 2 previous starts. He'll be opposed by Joe Lasora, a left-handed pitcher from St. John's. Making his 5th start, he's 2-1 with a 2.53 ERA. And he'll be representing the Mohawks in Tuesday's All-Star game right here at Shuttleworth Park. The lineup that the Pilots will send up to face Lasora looks like this. Batting first, playing center, Mark McKenna. Batting second, playing short, Graham Hackbarth. Batting third, playing third, Hunter Wells. Batting fourth, the catcher, Will Alaka. Batting fifth, playing first base, Peter Battaglia. Batting sixth, playing right, Over Torres. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Jonathan Parker. Batting eighth, playing left, Josh Loeffler. And batting ninth, playing second, or 69 degrees and cloudy here at Shuttleworth Park in Amsterdam, New York. Sala on the Newark Pilots radio network. Now, as Mark McKenna digs in, let's play some baseball. McKenna digs in, 22 for 76. He's a 289 batting average and a 375 on base percentage. Went 3 for 5 at the top of the lineup in the 12-7 win against Mohawk and Adirondack on Tuesday. Swings through the first pitch from Lasora. Strike 1 at 6:46 Eastern Time. We are underway at Shuttleworth Park. Kenna wearing number 25 on his back, left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. Third baseman in. He takes outside corner, strike 2. Oh, 2. Looks at it for ball 1. McKenna comes in for 11 RBIs. Those 11 RBIs rank him 5th on the team. The 1-2. Poked into left. The left fielder gallop over. He will find it, glove it, and make the play for out number 1. So before Graham Hackbarth steps to the plate, we'll tell you the rest of the defense behind Lasora. Left, the rest of the outfield, Rivera in center, Gonella in right. Left to right in the infield, Valenti, Holland, Mueller, and Gorski. And catching Lasora, it's Skelton.
Lasora.
Joe Lasorsa, not Lasora. First pitch to Hackbarth, taking low. 20 for 85, 235 batting average for the Pilots. He's playing short tonight, the 1-0. Swung on and missed, blew a fastball right by him. Counts 1-1. Lasorsa toes the rubber from the windup, third base side, the 1-1. Popped in to right. Gonella settles under it and makes the play for out number 2. So 2 batters, 2 flyouts for Lasorsa here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Hunter Wells. Hunter Wells, the switch-hitting third baseman, will bat from the right side against the left-handed Lasorsa. First to retire on flyouts. First pitch grounded to third. Valenti takes out a hop, fires across the diamond to make the play to end the inning. Pilots go 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. Newark 0. Amsterdam coming to bat here from Shuttleworth Park. Slight delay to start this bottom of the first. Ground crew out to fix the catcher's box behind home plate. Looks good. Andrew White warming up to Will Alaka. The defense behind White goes like this. Left to right in the outfield, Josh Loeffler, Mark McKenna, Over Torres. Left to right in the infield, Hunter Wells, Graham Hackworth, Christian Orr, and Peter Battaglia. And catching White, it's Will Alaka. The lineup that Hawks will send up to face White. John Valenti, the third baseman, batting first, made that final play in the top of the first inning. Jake Mueller, batting second, playing second. TJ Collette, the designated hitter, batting third. The cleanup man, Eric Rivera, playing center. Batting fifth, playing first, Matt Gorski. Batting sixth, playing right, Anthony Ganella. Batting seventh, behind the plate, Dustin Skelton. Batting eighth, playing short, Holland. And batting ninth, field, Julian Gallup. Andrew White in 8 1/3 previous innings. He's 16 hits, 11 of those out 9, making his third start. The last time out, he was in Geneva, lost in a back-and-forth game against the Red Wings, 10-9 in 10 innings. Went 4 1/3, allowed a run in all 5 innings he was out there. 4 1/3, 12 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. John Valenti digs into the right-handed batter's box. The junior from St. John's digs in, batting .413, good enough for second in the perfect game league. First pitch from White side, ball 1. Like most of this Mohawks lineup will either represent the Eastern Division in the All-Star prospect game here on Tuesday night. Valenti being the All-Star game. First pitch, Lioness started in back. He finds it, he gloves it, and makes the play for out number 1. Here in the bottom of the first. Pilots went 1-2-3 in the top half. Just 8 pitches from Joe LaSorsa, the left-hander for Amsterdam. Stepping in the right-handed Jake Mueller, sophomore from Wake Forest, going to be representing the Mohawks in the All-Star game next week. 306 with a 4.46 on-base percentage. Has 22 hits in 20 previous games. First pitch. Counts 0-1. Andrew White, the righty from the University at Buffalo, whose program was recently cut due to academic or to athletic funding. That was cut at school. So he'll have a new home in the fall. Oh, bounced. Counts 1-1. Add an out, and there's ones across the top of the scoreboard. No score here at Shuttleworth Park. White looks in at a lock. Behind him, Hunter Wells about a step and a half off of third base. Inside, causes Mueller to take a step back. Counts 2-1. Mueller wearing number 23, playing second base for the Amsterdam Mohawks. The 2-1. Rounded foul. Chris Vitale up, gets a hand on it, gets past him, counts 2-2. Mueller has scored 20 runs. He's gone deep twice, has 15 runs back. He's also stolen 9 bases in 10 straight from the stretch. The 2-2. Low. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. White towing the rubber from the first base side here on this all-turf surface mound, similar to what Onondaga plays on. The payoff pitch. Taking strike 3. Mueller down looking. Home plate umpire asks if he needs any help. Mueller says, no thanks, sir. I'm just looking. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first. A pop out and a strikeout from White, and that'll bring up the left hitter, TJ Collette. For 69. Similar, the 2 men ahead of him will be representing in the All-Star game here on Tuesday. Deep in the left-handed batter's box, the freshman from Kentucky waits. Fastball outside, ball one. Collette, 26 hits in 18 previous games, 1-0. Going on at a pitch that bounced in front of the plate. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. Left from Terre Haute, Indiana, the same hometown as the great Celtic Larry Bird. Hunter Wells comes in even with the bag at third now. Rest of the infield deep. The 1-1. Lined into center field. McKenna finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for out number 3. And Joe LaSorsa exchange 1, 2, 3 innings here in the first. We've played one from the historic park. No score. 4, 5, and 6 for the Pilots when we get back. Will Alaka, Peter Battaglia, and Over Torres here against Joe LaSorsa, who threw just 8 pitches in the top of the first. Allowed 2 flyouts and then a 1 pitch out to Hunter Wells to end the top half. Andrew White posted a 1-2-3 inning, threw 11 pitches. Will Alaka, first pitch missed outside, ball 1. The second from the windup and fouled back. We're even at a ball and a strike apiece. Alaka will be representing the Newark Pilots in the prospect game here next week at Shuttleworth Park. Peter Battaglia will also be playing in that game. 1-1, Alaka thinks about it, wisely lays off as the ball missed, counts 2-1. Alaka 26 for 88. Second on the team in hits. He's batting .295 with a .396 on-base percentage. In his freshman year at UVA, lines this one into center. Rivera over to his right, finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for out number 1 here in the top of the second. So 7 straight batters retired to start this game. And the batter's Peter Battaglia. Battaglia batting 5th tonight. Batted 4th in each of the last 2 games and has hit a 2-run home run in each of the last 2 Pilots wins. First pitch, lined into left field. The left fielder onto a slide. That's Julian Gallup. One Niagara player lines out to his Niagara teammate in left, robs him of a hit, and there's 2 away. So Julian Gallup, the junior from Niagara, knew exactly where to play his freshman teammate. Goes into a slide, makes the play, and there's 2 away. Over Torres, the right-handed swinging right fielder, up now against La Sorsa. First pitch outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Gets the plate, but misses high. Counts 2 balls and no strikes. Torres is 25 for 88. He's second in the league with 28 strikeouts. Takes on the inside corner. Counts 2-1. La Sorsa from his windup. 2-1 line into right the other way. This ball is going to drop in front of the wall. Torres heads to second. Throw in from Ganella. Not going to be in time. It's a 2-out double for Over Torres. And the Pilots are in the hit column. So Torres goes the other way on a ball that kept slashing line away from Anthony Ganella in right, unable to get there. And Torres reaches with his 26th hit on the year, tying Will Locker. That'll bring up Jonathan Parker, the designated hitter tonight for the Pilots. Has been held out of the lineup since the game against Elmira on Sunday when he went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Has a 2 RBI chance here in the top of the second. Strike 1. Parker has driven in 8 RBIs, his 9th. Stands in scoring position. If he can put a ball in play. The 0-1. Gets the inside corner. Counts 0-2. Parker 21 for 83 in 23 previous games. Serving primarily as the catcher/designated hitter, has also played first. La Sorsa double checks on Torres, now fires the 0-2. Swung on and fouled back by Parker. We'll do it again. La Sorsa working from the stretch for the first time tonight. Has Over Torres leading off second. He's stolen 5 bases in 7 attempts. Parker takes outside, counts 1-2. Wearing number 23 on his back, the future Louisiana Tech Bulldog. Most recently played at a junior college in Mississippi, the 1-2. Grounded to short. Third baseman into a dive, gloves it, fires across the diamond to end the inning. That's John Valenti. Stretches all the way to his left and robs Parker of a hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the 2-out double wasted. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 against White. No score here for Shuttleworth Park. So after 2 flyouts to begin the top of the second, Pilots get a 2-out double from Over Torres. He's stranded as Jonathan Parker was robbed on a great play from John Valenti at third to end the top of the second inning. Eric Rivera, Matt Gorski, and Anthony Ganella here against Andrew White, who threw 11 pitches and retired the Mohawks 1-2-3. A strikeout sandwiched in between 2 flyouts to McKenna in center. Eric Rivera, the center fielder from Florida Atlantic, will be representing the Mohawks and the Eastern Division of this PGCBL in the prospect game on Tuesday, which is here at Shuttleworth Park. First pitch from White from the stretch. Right corner, misses. Counts 1-0. White threw 11 pitches, 6 strikes, 5 balls. Hunter Wells comes in about a step off the grass at third. The 1-0. Grounded, 2 Wells. And we're even at a ball and a strike apiece. White comes in third in the Perfect Game League with 8 wild pitches in just 2 previous starts. Comes set from the stretch, now fires the 1-0. Inside, almost fair. It misses him. And the count goes to 2-1. White looks in at Alaka. Now comes set. The 2-1. Fastball, low. Counts 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. So the first base runner of the night for the Mohawks, that's Eric Rivera. And that'll bring up Matt Gorski, first baseman from Indiana. Going to be representing Amsterdam in the prospect game. He's 20 for 62, batting .323 with a .417 on-base percentage. White will work for the first time tonight with a man on after the leadoff walk to Rivera. That was Rivera's 24th walk on the year. Came in ranked 6th in the league. First pitch off the glove of Alaka. Rivera moves down to third, makes a big turn, but will stay right there. To Gorski that he backed up. We'll see how they score that one. Should be a pass ball as it hits off. And it's a wild pitch from White, so that's his 9th wild pitch. 2-mile-an-hour pitch from White. So now, the Mohawks have a man in scoring position with nobody out here in this first inning. Make that second inning. Becomes an RBI opportunity for Gorski, who's driven in 9 on the year. The freshman Hoosier from Indiana. White comes set. The 1-0. Gets the outside corner. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. 76 from White. So changing the speed level to Gorski here. Looks back now, double checks on Rivera. The 1-1 bounced in front of Alaka. He keeps it right there, counts 2-1. Rivera has stolen 8 bases in 11 opportunities for the Mohawks. White from the stretch, towing the first base side of the rubber. Looks in at Alaka. Steps off ahead of the 2-1. 2 balls, a strike, nobody out. The leadoff man on second after a walk and a wild pitch. White looks back. The 2-1. Way outside and bounced. Alaka goes to the backhand. Counts 3 balls and a strike. Big gap in between Orr, who's covering Rivera at second, and Battaglia if Gorski can go the other way. Pitch is bounced, and it's ball 4. So back-to-back walks on 3-1 counts to start this bottom of the second. And Amsterdam's in business for Anthony Ganella, right or left-handed swinging right fielder, as Bennett Schultz is going to go out and have a mound visit with Andrew White. Coach for Amsterdam, Gorski and Rivera, and the head coach and the third base coach all going to join this meeting in front of the Pilots dugout.
Yes, sir.
Want to make sure everyone has the signs going here. Bennett Shields talking to White on the mound, home plate umpire going out to break up the meeting after not receiving his invitation. The batter will be Ganella, freshman from South Florida. He's 22 for 71. He'll be playing in the All-Star game here next week. He's got the league lead with 6 home runs, and he's driven in 19. 17 times and has scored 22 runs. Wears a shin guard on his right foot, his front foot. Corners in. Wells about even with the Battaglia on the grass. First pitch from White. 91-mile-an-hour fastball missed. Counts 1-0. From the stretch, worked himself into trouble to start the second with back-to-back walks. The 6th and 7th on the year. Rivera with a big lead off second. White goes off speed and gets Ganella to chase. It's a ball and a strike. 11-mile-an-hour difference on those first 2 pitches to Ganella.
Yeah, last week too.
The freshman from South Florida. The 1-1. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Malacca. Throw down to second. Slaps the tag on his back. Not in time. Ball gets away from Malacca on the swinging strike from Ganella. Should be 2 stolen bases for Gorski and Rivera. We'll see if they give it a wild pitch to White, which would be his 10th. Or stolen bases. They are, in fact, stolen bases. It's Rivera's 9th and Gorski's 6th. 2 ducks on the pond now. White steps off ahead of the 1-2. Ganella, the 6'4" first baseman, waits. The 1-2. Line into center field, past Orr. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Gorski rounds second. He'll score. Throw from McKenna way offline allows Ganella to move up to second. It's an RBI single from Anthony Ganella, and it's 2-0. Rivera and Gorski comes around to score. Ganella gets 2 RBIs. He now has 21. And Amsterdam has the lead. The batter will be Dustin Skelton, catcher from Mississippi State. White, who walked the first 2 batters, they both came around to score. On the single. This one blooped into center. Hackbarth back, won't get there. Good jump by Ganella. He'll stop at first. Throw home is cut off. Back-to-back singles for Amsterdam. They got runners on the corners. First 4 batters have all reached base here in this inning. So Ganella moves up to third on the single. Skelton takes over at first. 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, 2 singles, 2 RBIs for Amsterdam, who are threatening for more. Runners on the corners for Will Holland. Freshman shortstop from Auburn. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Holland batting .299, has 23 hits in 77. 411 OBP. Checks his swing. Home plate umpire says he did not go around. And now they're going to ask if he did. Matt Stanfield, the base umpire, says he did not. Counts 1-1. A ball is strike, nobody out here in this bottom of the second. White has already thrown 17 pitches in this half inning and does not have an out on the scoreboard. Comes set from the stretch, the 1-1. Fastball down the middle. Holland looks at it, counts 1-2. Holland will be playing in the All-Star game here on Tuesday. It was a 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Andrew White. The 1-2. Grounded slowly. Hackbarth to his right. Only play at first. He will make it. Holland tried to beat the play at first with a slide. Ganella comes around to score on the fielder's choice, so it's an RBI ground out for Will Holland, and it's 3-0. Skelton moves up to second. So Holland tried to slide. The strong throw from Hackbarth going to his right just beats Holland for out number 1. And it took a strong throw to make it. They bring up Julian Gallup, right-handed swinging left fielder. First pitch, off speed, swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. Gallup robbed his Niagara University teammate, Peter Battaglia, at first for the Pilots of a hit in the top half of this inning. White, working from the stretch, has worked himself into trouble here. Comes set, the 0-1. Swung on and missed at a pitch that bounced to Alaka. Counts quickly 0-2. Followed up a 75-mile-an-hour off speed with 76 to Gallup. Let's see if he goes fastball here to finish up this AB. The number 9 hole hitter, the leadoff man, John Valenti, waits on deck. Looks in. Now puts hand in glove and comes set. The 0-2. Popped into center field. McKenna over to his right. He will make the play for out number 2. No tag from Dustin Skelton. The lineup over. He'll still be at second for John Valenti. Second in the perfect game league with a .413 batting average. Flew out to McKenna his first time up. White, a batter away from getting out of this one. Through 11 pitches in the first, has doubled that up, has thrown 22. But has a chance to get out of it. First pitch to Valenti. Gets the inside corner with a fastball. Counts 0-1. That was 90 on the radar gun from White. The first ballpark we have played in this year that shows the speed of the pitch from the starting pitcher. White, glove in hand, comes set. The 0-1. Grounded slowly. Wells will charge. He will glove it. He'll fire across the diamond to end the inning. But the Mohawks get 3. 3 runs, 2 hits. No errors in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the Pilots take their swings. They'll see a 3-0 deficit on the scoreboard here from Shuttleworth Park. 8-9-1 for the Lasorsa. First pitch to Josh Loeffler, misses low, counts 1-0. The Yukon outfielder, 8 for 37, double in Adirondack 2 days ago. The 1-0 misses high, counts 2-0. Lasorsa, after a lengthy delay in the bottom of the second, not a delay, but 3 runs up on the scoreboard on 2 hits. First swing from Loeffler, grounded slowly to third. Valenti charges and fires across the diamond for out number 1. So Loeffler retired. And that'll bring up Christian Orr, the second baseman. Going to be attending Saginaw Valley State next year. Just graduated high school in Oregon, Ohio. For 44, batting .250. First pitch from Lasorsa, strike 1. Lasorsa, 2 1/3. 3 groundouts, 4 flyouts, and now the 4th groundout as Valenti makes the play from third to retire Orr. So through the first 9 batters, 4 flyouts, a double, 4 groundouts. All 4 groundouts have gone to Valenti at third. 2 batters retired on pitches, and that'll flip the lineup back over for Mark McKenna. The only lefty against Lasorsa. Takes on the outside corner for strike 1. This pitch misses the zone. Count goes to a ball and a strike apiece. Lasorsa, 6'4", 195. The freshman from St. John's. All-star game here. McKenna swinging on 1-1. Grounds it slowly foul. And he's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Flew out to left his first time up. The 1-2 from Lasorsa. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Lined to the second baseman. Fires to first to end the inning. So Lasorsa gets 3 groundouts as the Pilots go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the 3rd. We head to the bottom half. 2, 3, and 4 for the Mohawks. When we get back, they have a 3-0 lead. Mueller, Colette, and Rivera here against Andrew White here in the bottom of the 3rd. White worked himself into trouble in the bottom of the 2nd, walked the first 2 batters and gave up a 2-run single. Another RBI ground out to Will Holland, has 3 on the scoreboard for Hawks. Mueller struck out looking his first time up. We'll dig in from the right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Andrew White. Inside, upstairs. Two walks and 2 hits in that last inning. Both hits were singles. The 1-0. Get It's the plate. Counts 1-1. On the gun from White, working predominantly from the stretch. Here, bottom of the third. Mohawks with a 3-0 lead. The 1-1. Bounced. Alaka goes to the backhand to scoop it. Counts 2 balls and a strike. Pilots this third, 3 groundouts. The 2-1. Grounded up the middle. White. In there. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Ground ball ended up glove. He flips it to Battaglia for out number 1. So Muellers are tied for the second time. That'll bring designated hitter. Kentucky flew out to McKenna in center his first time up. Let 4 home runs. He scored 13 runs. This one, first pitch almost gets him. Goes to the backstop. Alaka attempt to get a glove on it. Counts 1-0.
Yes, sir.
Deep in the left-handed batter's box, it's Collette. He comes up from the stretch. The 1-0. Checks his swing. They're going to say he went around. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. Add the 1 in the out column, and it's 1s across the scoreboard. A ball, a strike, and out.
What are they doing next to Nick?
Collette, the designated hitter. The 1-1. Checks his swim, does not go around. And the count goes back in his favor, 2 balls and a strike. Designated hitter, the 2-1. Way upstairs. White misses the zone completely. And it's a hitter's count for Collette. 3 balls and a strike. That was 87 from White. He's touched 92 here on the gun. Through the first 2 1/3. Comes set, the 3-1. Fastball. High, ball 4. The third walk of the night, TJ Collette on base for the first time. And that brings up the man who's in the bottom of the Rivera. Walked, stole a base, and scored the game's first run. The center fielder from Florida Atlantic. First pitch to Rivera. It's a fastball belt high, called strike 1. The 0-1. Bounced. We're even at a ball and a strike. Rivera going to be seeing a lot of the Pilots' left side of the infield over the course of the next 2 years, as Rivera's Florida Atlantic Owls will be playing Hackbart's Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in Conference USA. On conference. 1-1 fastball missed from White. Counts 2-1. Got the leadoff man in this inning, Mueller, to ground out up the middle. And then Collette walked on a 3-1 pitch. Who walked his first time up. This one almost gets him. Now it goes to 3-1. Back-to-back 3-1 counts. The 3-1. Off the plate, ball 4. Back-to-back walks after the out recorded from White. He's got 4 in the game. after just 5 in his first 2 starts. Baseman Matt Gorski also walked his first time up against White. 20 for 62, batting .323 on the year. Has an RBI opportunity with Collette second. First pitch gets the plate, counts 0-1. That was an 80-mile-an-hour change. White looks back, the 0-1. Upstairs, even at a ball and a strike. Add the 1 in the out column, and there's ones across the top of the scoreboard. Bottom half shows a 3-0 Amsterdam lead. Here in the bottom of the third, off of Andrew White. Comes set from the stretch, the 1-1. Fastball below the knees, counts 2-1. Two balls, a strike, and out. Foul down the first base line. Count goes to 2-2. Strikes, 1 out. 2 runners on for Amsterdam. 2-2 poke to right. Torres on. He will not get there. It'll bounce. He'll charge it. He'll bobble it. No advance on the bobble. It's a single for Gorski loaded. Full of Mohawks here in the bottom of the third. It's Anthony Ganella. The league with 6 home runs. The left-handed swinging right fielder drove in 2 runs with a single his first time up. Down the right and left field lines here at Shuttleworth Park and 390 dead center. If Ganella can turn on a fastball from White, could really open this ball game up here in the bottom of the third. Ganella has hit half of his home runs in 1 game for the Mohawks. Working against Andrew White, steps off. Already had success against White tonight with a 2-run single, open up the scoring in the bottom. Here he is in the bottom of the third with the bases full of his teammates. Bounced. Alaka goes to his right to block it. The block's ever so important with a run at third. Anthony Ganella, the hitter. The freshman from South Florida. That last pitch from White was his 55th. The 1-0. Missed the plate. Counts 2-0. After the leadoff ground out from Hugh Lingle has loaded him up. White working from the stretch against Ganella. The 2-0. Way outside, and White is a pitch away from walking in a run. Here in the bottom of the third. 27 strikes now, 29 off the plate. To Anthony Ganella. Let's see if he gets green lighted on 3-0. He does. Through a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from 3-1. Hitters Out still for Ganella, the 3-1. Bounced ball 4. White has walked here in the bottom of the third. It's Collette comes around to score. It's the third RBI for Ganella. And it's a 4-0 Amsterdam lead. That'll bring up Dustin Skelton. Skelton singled his first time up. The bases full of his teammates. Rivera, Gorski, and Ganella on the base paths. The Mississippi State catcher waits. White comes set. Fastball. Strike 1. Wells deep at third. Middle infield back. Battaglia in on the grass at first. Puts glove to hand, 0-1. Low. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Add the 1 in the out column, the 1 in the run column. There's ones across the board. 4-0 Mohawks lead. Elton at the dish. Against White. 1. Fastball at the knees. Counts 1 and 2. So ahead in the count, Skelton, who singled his first time up. Will Holland at deck. The 1-2. Into the left-handed batter's box. Alaka goes over to his right to keep it in front of him, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. White working to Dustin Skelton. The pitch. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Walked the last batter, Ganella, who stands on first to walk in a run. In danger of doing the same thing here to Skelton. Skies looking for more. The payoff pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Skelton down, swinging. 2. Just the pitch away from getting out of trouble. With just 1 run allowed. Holland, the Auburn Tiger, drove in a run first time up. On a play he almost beat out for an infield single. Of his teammates. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Counts 1-0. After going 1, 2, 3 on just 11 pitches in the bottom of the first from White, he's seen 7 in the last 2 innings that have led to 5 walks, 3 hits, and 4 runs. He struck out 2. It's a 1-0 count. The pitch. Grounded slowly to Wells. He'll charge it. He'll fire across the diamond to end the inning. So Will Holland retired for the 2nd time tonight, but Amsterdam gets 1. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors in the inning, and the bases are left loaded. We head to the top of the 4th, 2, 3, and 4 for the Pilots. When they look up, they'll see a 4-0 deficit on the scoreboard here at Shuttleworth Park. Lasorsa toes the rubber in the top of the third, has a 3-0 lead. Now toes the rubber in the fourth with a 4-0 lead. First pitch to Graham Hackworth. Failed back, count 1. Flew out to Guild his first time up. Amsterdam got another one on a bases-loaded walk to Ganella his last time up in the bottom of the third. It's 4-0. Upstairs, counts. Hackworth, after going 0 for 9 the last 2 games, has changed his bat back from the pink bat to a different wood bat and puts the batting gloves back on. Count goes to 2 to the Pirates. 85 on the year. The 1-2. Counts from Lasorsa. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lasorsa, just 1 double given up through the first 3 innings. 5 groundouts, 4 flyouts, no strikeouts or walks. The 2-2. Line to right, deep to right. Sends Ganella back. This one's going to be over his head and off the wall. Hackworth rounds first. He heads the second. There with a leadoff double to start this fourth. So a ball that just kept carrying over Ganella's head. The second double of the game for Newark. Rams' 4th double of the summer. And the Pilots have their leadoff man on. Handed switch hitting third baseman Hunter Wells leads the league with 4 sacrifice bunts. Not bunting, ball 1. Valenti at third, his first time up. Lasorsa back in the wind or the stretch for the second time. Skelton will go out and have a conversation with him. Ahead of the 1-0 to Wells. Hackworth led off a double. Pilots have their second man in scoring position. 0 for 1 with men in scoring position tonight. Wells digs in. 1-0. Grounded slowly to Holland. He will take it on a hot. Hackworth will take third. Wells, a productive out, moves Hackworth over on the fielder's choice. And there's 1 away.
University of Virginia.
So Wells does his job. Man at third now, less than 2 outs. And the batter's Will Alaka. Ranked 3rd on the team with 14 RBIs, has an RBI opportunity here. The right-handed catcher flew out to center his first time. First pitch. Is now 0 for 2 after that ground out. The 1-0 from Lasorsa. Outside. Pilots with no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Amsterdam, 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They lead. Third base side of the rubber from the stretch, the 2-0. Swung on and fouled back. 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Lasorsa there. The freshman from St. John's. Wears number 25 on his back, the southpaw. Has a similar stance from the stretch as our Kyle Griffin. 2-1. Bounced. The difference between the 2 lefties is that Lasorsa throws more over the top. Griffin more of a submarine-like motion. 3-1 to Alaka. Hitters count. The 3-1. Hot play, the count's full. The source is similar to Griffin in another sense, even Vitali and the other Pilots lefty. Every time a ball gets hit or in the, whether on the ground or in the air, he's immediately sprinting towards it, no matter where it goes. Lined into left, this ball is going to drop in front of Gallup. It's going to be an RBI single from Will Alaka, and the Pilots are on the board. Park comes around to score. Run, Willilaka gets his 15th RBI, ties him with Torres for second on the team, and it's 4-1. Second hit of the inning, third in the game for the Pilots. Ties us up in the hit column. Key holding on Alaka at first. First hit pitch to Battaglia, lined right up the middle. Stabbed at by Lasorsa, protecting his face. And then Alaka nowhere to go. Pulled up to end the inning. But the Pilots get one. One run, 2 hits, no errors, and because of the double play left on base, we head to the bottom of the fourth, Amsterdam, with a 4-1. Pilots get one in the top half of this fourth on an RBI single from Willilaka. He then gets doubled off of first after a first pitch to Battaglia. Up the middle, Lasorsa defends mainly his face, stabs at the ball, and then picks off Alaka for the double play. So the Pilots can hit. Scores, it'll be 9-1 and 2. Andrew White. First shutdown for the game. They've given up a run in 92% of shutdown. So just they have not given up a run. First pitch smoked into left center. McKenna over to his right. He finds it. He gloves it. Play for out number 1. So Gallup flies out. McKenna for the second time tonight. We flip the lineup back over for John Valenti. 0 for 2 has flown out to McKenna and grounded out to Wells, who comes in and plays about even with the bag at third. White comes set. First pitch, bounce, counts 0-1. White working to 1-0, grounded. In between Wells and Hackbarth into left. It's a single for Valenti, his first. He's 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Jake Mueller. Mueller, the second baseman from the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest, has struck out looking and grounded to White for a new ball ahead of the 0-2 Mueller. Valenti, a 1-out single. It was a 1-out walk that got the Mohawks offense going in their half of the third when they added a run. 4-1 they lead here at Shuttleworth Park on this Thursday evening. The rain has held out so far. Rained our entire trip east from Newark here to Amsterdam. Counts 1-0 to Mueller. From the stretch, it's White. 1-0 lined up the middle. White can not pull. White cannot do his La Sorsa impression and make the play, as it's back-to-back singles with one out here in the fourth. And that brings up TJ Collette. Collette flew out to center field his first time up, then walked and scored a run the last inning.
We're not going to do the cars coming up.
The fastball that Mueller turned up the middle was 93, the fastest pitch White has thrown tonight. First pitch off speed. Was 78 from White. The designated hitter Collette, left-handed swinger, the freshman from Kentucky. 0 for 1, appearing in his 19th game. The 1-0. Foul back, just left of the press box, just missed it. Counts 2-0. Or make that 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Add the 1 in the out column, and there's ones across the top of the scoreboard. The back-to-back singles puts Amsterdam in their hit column over the first time tonight. White looks back at the runner at second, now fire. Line to right center. This ball is gonna get out of here. A 3-run home run from TJ Collette. And it's 7-1 Mohawks lead. That ball had no chance of staying in the park. 290 down the right line. Torres think it's Collette's 5th home run, and it's of the 3-run variety. Has opened up this lead as Eddie Fournier starts to throw in the Pilots. Back-to-back singles from Valenti and Mueller come in to score. Collette scores his 2nd run of the day. And the batter is Rivera. First pitch from White. Inside, gets the corner. Counts 0-1. The 0-1. Bounced, knocked the glove off of Alaka's left hand. Counts 1-1. The last 2 home runs that the Pilots have surrendered have been to left-hand hitting players from the University of Kentucky. The last was of Elmira on Sunday. This one to TJ Collette tonight. 2-1 pitch goes to the backstop. Counts 2-1. 7-1 Amsterdam lead. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the 2-1. Way outside. Counts 3-1. It was the 78th pitch from White tonight. The 79th, or make that the 80th upcoming. Fournier beginning to throw hard into center field. McKenna at it and makes the play for out number 2. They say the hardest play for a center fielder to make is the line drive hit right at you. McKenna started back, then made the adjustment and made that play look rather easy for out number 2. So 2 flyouts to center field with 3 runs sandwiched in between. And now the batter's Matt Gorski. First pitch from White. Bounced. Counts 1-0. White comes set, the 1-0. Grounded, past the glove of Wells in the hole. The fourth hit of the inning for Amsterdam. Wrong when I said the last two home runs hit off the Pilots were from Kentucky. The last two left-handed home runs hit were freshmen from Kentucky. The right-handed home run they gave to Danny Abate against it was in between the two left-handed home runs. First pitch, fastball strike one, then Alaka's throw almost goes into center field. No one covering as Gorski heads down to second with an easy stolen base. That's his sixth stolen base, second of the night. It was a called strike to Ganella. 2 runs, then walked in a run with the bases loaded. Isis Collette. Where's number 30? The left-handed swinger. Leads the league in home runs. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. Counts 0-2. Has been up in 3 consecutive innings. For the Mohawks. Sets up outside. 2 outs. White comes set. Pitch is low. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 runs home in this bottom of the 4th. The 1-2. Bounced. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Add the 2 in the out column. There's 2 across the top of the scoreboard. At Alaka. The batter is Ganella. The 2-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Over. But for the 3rd straight inning, Amsterdam sends up 7 batters. They get 3 runs on 4 hits, the big hit being the 3-run home run from TJ Collette to really open this game up. We head to the 5th. When the Pilots take their swings, they'll see a 7-1 deficit on the scoreboard here from Shuttleworth Park. So Joe Lasorsa toes the rubber in the top of the 3rd with a 3-0 lead, top of the 4th with a 4-0 lead, and now the top of the 5th with a 7-1 lead. They'll face Torres, Parker, and Loeffler. 6, 7, and 8 for the Pilots here in the top of the 5th. They have some work to do if they want to get back in this one. Torres roped a double down the right field line his first time up. Right-handed swinging right fielder swings through an off-speed pitch. Counts on 1. The 0-1. Roped foul. Counts on 2. The big hit in the last half inning, the bottom of the 4th, was a 3-run home run from the designated hitter for the Mohawks, Collette. Open this game up. It's 7-1. Hawks with the lead. Torres with a word for the home plate umpire now steps in ahead of the 0-2. Strike 3, Torres down looking here to start this top of the 5th on an off-speed pitch. His 29th strikeout on the year. Home plate umpire asks if he needs any help. Torres says, "No thanks, sir. I'm just looking for out number 1. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Jonathan Parker. Rounded out to Valenti at 3rd, his first time up. He's 0 for 1. First pitch from La Sorsa. 1-0. Pilots got their lone run, their last at-bats, with a 1-out single from Will Alaka to drive in Graham Hackbarth from 3rd. The 1-0. Off speed. Gets the plate. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Add the 1 in the out column, and there's 1s across the top of the scoreboard. The 1-1. Taken high. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Off speed lined into right. This one sends Gala back. He finds it, gloves it, and makes the play in left for out number 2. That'll bring up Josh Lawford. Lawford, the left fielder, grounded out to 3rd, his first time up. First pitch from La Sorsa. Low. Ball 1. First 2 batters retired in this inning. Has retired 3 in a row. Looking to make it 4. Counts 1-1 to Loeffler as he takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-1 is bounced. That was the 56th pitch tonight. Working from his windup to Josh Loeffler, the 2-1. Low. Counts 3-1. Loeffler looking to be a 2-out base runner for the Pilots. Fournier continues to throw in the Pilot. If Loeffler can keep it going, Christian Orr waits on deck. 3-1 lined up the middle. La Sorsa not able to glove that one this time. It's a 2-out single for Loeffler. And the Pilots have a 2-out base runner as Christian Orr steps up.
The second baseman, from second of LA State, Christian Orr.
Hitting in the 9-hole tonight. Grounded out to the 3rd baseman, his first time up. First pitch lined foul down the right field line. Counts 0-1. La Sorsa working from the stretch after the single from Loeffler, the Pilots' 4th hit of the night. Looks over, triple checks. Pitch low to Christian Orr, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Top of the 5th, Amsterdam with a 7-1 lead. The 1-1. Low. Orr takes, counts 2-1. The leadoff man, Mark McKenna, waits on deck. Orr asks for time, then digs in. La Sorsa looks over at Loeffler. Double checks. Triple fires. The 2-1. Gets the inside corner. Or goes to 2-2. Add the 2 in the out column, and there's 2 across the top of the scoreboard. Strikes, 2 outs. Loeffler being held on by Gorski at first. 2-2, missed off the plate, and the count is full. Should start Loeffler at first, as Gorski will go and play behind it with 2 away. The payoff pitch, Loeffler goes low, ball 4. Just missed, and the Pilots have back-to-back base runners as Orr heads down to first and Mark McKenna heads to the plate. He is 0 for 2 tonight. At the top of the Pilots lineup, their center fielder. Lasorsa comes set from the stretch. First pitch, swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. Lasorsa looks back at Loeffler. The 0-1. Inside, counts 1-1. McKenna's Canisius College teammate is on this team, Liam Wilson. Ranks in the top 2 in all 3 Triple Crown categories in the Perfect Game League. First in average, first in home runs, and 1 RBI shy of first to lead all 3. The 1-1 counts a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 runners on for the Pilots. They trail by 6. Lasorsa comes set, looks back at Loeffler, now deals. Just gets a piece off the end of the bat. He stays alive. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Amsterdam will have 7, 8, and 9 in their lineup the next half inning. That trio just 1 for 6 tonight. McKenna, open stance, left-handed batter's box. Lefty-lefty matchup, the 1-2. Grounded to second. Mueller takes it on a hop, fires to first to end the inning. So the Pilots get 2 two-out base runners on 1 hit and a walk, and they leave them both stranded. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Amsterdam with a 7-1 lead here from Shuttleworth Park. So Andrew White's night is over. He goes 4, gives up 7 runs on 7 hits, and gives way to Eddie Fournier, right-hander from Norwalk, California, and Cypress Community College. He will face 7, 8, and 9 in the Mohawks order. The trio that's 1 for 6 tonight. First pitch from the stretch. Off speed, gets the outside corner, counts 0-1. Skelton is 1 for 2. Struck out swinging and has a single. Fournier appearing in his 12th game. 0-1 line to left, but this ball is going to be foul. Counts 0-2. In 13 2/3 previous innings, he's allowed 17 hits, 14 runs, 10 earned, 10 walks, 10 Ks. He's 0-2 with a 6.58 ERA for the Pilots. Most recently pitched an inning and a third in Geneva, the 0-2. Bounced, counts 1-2. In that appearance in Geneva, he stranded the bases loaded in relief of Chris Vitale, allowed a hit and 2 strikeouts. One, 2, way outside. And we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skelton will be followed by Will Holland and Julian Gallup here in this half inning. Pilots got 2 2-out base runners on in the top of the 5th. Then they were stranded with a Mark McKenna groundout. Fournier comes set. The 2-2. Grounded slowly into the Pilots' dugout. Backup shortstop Mike O'Connor over to cut it off. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skelton digs back into the right-handed batter's box. The first batter to face Fournier, 2-2. Broke his bat, fouled it toward his own dugout as he will go get a new piece of lumber. Jonathan Parker sprints out and gets the other half of the wood bat. He will go over and get back to his dugout. Counts 2-2 to Skelton. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming to the Mohawks catcher after he finds a new piece of lumber. Catcher, the Mississippi State.
Birthday, everybody. And we're here with Mohawks and Children's Park. Visit customer service. They've got the details. And remember, birthday parties this year come with free gift from June's Gift Boutique.
Left-hander beginning to throw in the Mohawks bullpen. Fournier comes set. The 7th, this at-bat to Skelton. The 2-2. Off the plate, and we're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fournier comes set. The payoff pitch. Grounded to Hackbarth. He will take it on a hop. He will fire to first for out number 1. Retires Dustin Skelton on the ground out. He's 1 for 3. And that'll bring up Will Holland, who's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Final numbers on Andrew White. He goes 4, 7 runs and hits, strikes out 3, and walks 5. Came into tonight with 5 walks and 8 1/3. Leaves 10 total walks. So doubled his walk total in 1 appearance. Will Holland digs in. The shortstop from against Fournier. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-1.
Okay.
That was 82 off speed from Fournier to Holland. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Almost doesn't break. Almost gets Holland. And we're even at a ball and a strike. Add the 1 in the out column, and there's 1s across the top of the scoreboard. Comes set, the 1-1. Fastball, down the middle, strike 2. It was 88 on the gun from Fournier. The 1-2 upcoming. Comes set. Looks in. Now fires. Swung on and miss. Goes off speed. Strike 3. For out number 2. So Fournier comes out of the pen and gets the first 2 men out. And that'll bring up Julian Gallup. The right-handed swinging left fielder has flown out to Mark McKenna in center. His both time's up. The left fielder waits. Fournier steps off ahead of the first pitch. Got the first batter, Skelton, to ground out to Hackbarth. The second batter, Holland, to strikeout swing. First pitch to Gallup goes off speed. Again, counts 0-1. The 1-0. The 1-1 upcoming to Julian Gallup, the left fielder. It's an open stance in the right-handed batter's box. Peter Battaglia's Niagara teammate. The 1-1. Bloop to right sends Torres back. He settles under it and gloves it for out number 3. Eddie Fournier comes out of the pen and works a 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th. 2, 3, and 4 for the Pilots. When they look up at the scoreboard, they'll see a 7-1 deficit here from Shuttleworth Park. Graham Hackbarth, Hunter Wells, and Will Alaka, 2, 3, and 4 against Joe LaSorsa on here in the top of the 6th. Counts 0-1 to Hackbarth, who led off the top of the 4th with a double, then came around to score the Pilots' only run. The 0-1. Takes high, counts 1-1. Both teams exchanged zeros in the 5th. Here we are in the 6th. Pilots trail 7-1. 1-1 off speed, gets the outside corner, counts quickly. 1-2. Hackbarth is behind here to start this 6th. He's 1 for 2. Flew out to right in the first. It's the 1-2 from the windup. Bounced in front curve plate, and we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lasorsa, the lefty. The 2-2. Lined the other way. We'll do it again. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming. Grounded to third. Valenti over to his right to the backhand. Fires a strong throw across the diamond to get Hackbarth to start off this 6th inning. 1 batter faced, 1 away, and now the batter is the switch hitting third baseman Hunter Wells. Wells has grounded out to third and short, his 2 times up. Next pitch from Lasorsa, his 76th. First pitch to the switch hitting Wells. Batting from the right side, takes inside, ball 1. That was a fastball from Lasorsa, the left-handed freshman from St. John's, working to the future Louisiana Tech Bulldog. 1-0, fastball gets the inside corner. We're even at a ball and a strike. Add the 1 in the out column, and there's 1s across the scoreboard. Switch hitter asks for time, just as Lasorsa, ready to start his windup. Digs back in, ahead of the 1-1. Way outside. Skelton gets a piece of it, but it ends up hitting the backstop. Counts 2-1. To the Pilots' third baseman, Hunter Wells. The 2-1. Off the plate, 3-1. Wells comes into tonight 21 for 48 and 438 with a 500 on-base percentage. In 13 previous games, 12 previous starts. The 3-1. Swung on, lost his bat. This one ends the outside for a Mohawks fan. And the count's full. Leon will make sure the bat is incorrect as a nice gesture from the fan here at Shuttleworth Park to give Wells his bat back. Counts full to him. So the third baseman gets his bat, the payoff pitch. Grounded off. Count remains full. To Hunter Wells, the switch hitting third baseman for the Pilots, 0 for 2 tonight. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Keeps bat in hand this time as he heads back towards the third base dugout. There's 2 away. The first 2 men retired in this inning from Lasorsa. 1 for 2 with an RBI single tonight. He will play here on Tuesday night as part of the prospect game, the first ever in the Perfect Game League. He'll represent the Western Conference, or the Western Division. His teammate, Peter Battaglia, who waits on deck, will also appear in that game. The 1-0. Swung on and foul tipped off the glove. Count goes to a ball and a strike. One. Way outside. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Taken right down the middle. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Add the 2 in the out column, and there's 2s across the top of the scoreboard. The 2-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Alaka down swinging. Lasorsa gets the Pilots 1-2-3 here in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom half. Top of the Mohawks order. They have a 7-1 lead here from the historic Shuttleworth Park. First pitch to Valenti was fouled back off the top of the box. Counts 0-1. It'll be John Valenter and TJ Collette here against Eddie Fournier here in the bottom of the 6th. Pilots trail 7-1, went 1-2-3 in the top half of the 6th. The 0-1. Lined into center field. McKenna over to his right into a dive. Will not get there. He's going to around first. He's going to head to second to throw in time at second base to get Valenti. His second base cost him a leadoff base runner as McKenna's throw was a sure slaps the tag. And there's one away here to start this bottom of the 6th. Count to Mueller is a ball and a strike from Fournier, trying to figure out how they were going to score that play with Valenti. They gave him a double. Then Loeffler actually made the throw to Christian Orr to apply the tag. The 1-1 is bounced. Now it's 2-1. Loeffler gets charged, not McKenna. The 2-1 popped up. Or Torres McKenna in. The second baseman will call for it. He'll find it. He'll glove it. And he'll make the play for out number 2. So thanks to a from to get Valenti. erases the double as he slid past the bag. And the batter is TJ Collette. Flashing back to what he did in the bottom of the fourth, hit a mammoth 3-run home run off of White. Pitch. Fournier goes inside, counts 1-0. Collette is 1 for 2, has scored 2 out to center. Counts 2-0. Fournier comes set, working to TJ Collette. The swung on and missed, chased a high fastball upstairs, could not catch up to it. Counts 2-1. Fournier comes set. The 2-1. Upstairs, counts 3-1. This is the throw back from Alaka Kakparth at short, will retrieve it. Swung on and missed. Counts full. To TJ Collette. That was 88 from Fournier. Payoff pitch upcoming. The 3-2. Lined into center deep. Sends McKenna back. He's still back. He will look up. Hey. Robbed the TJ Collette of a solo home run in deep. Goes over the wall about halfway to keep this one in the park. Off the bat, thought that one was going to be TJ Collette's second home run of the game. McKenna goes over the fence, robs the home run, and gets a stamp from the crowd here at Shuttleworth Park. Is it too late to nominate McKenna for the All-Star team? A great play to rob Collette. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. No Mohawks left on base. We hit it to the top of the Amsterdam, still in charge. 7. So 2 really great plays out in center field from Mark McKenna, my room summer. Diving play and a ball he kept in front of him. A double from Valenti He slid away. He overslid the bag at second. A strong throw from Josh Loeffler picked him off at second. And then to end the bottom of the sixth, robbed the designated hitter, T.J. Collette. It was over the similar to what Mike Baltimore a couple years ago to bring back a home run. Second, and would have extended this lead to 7-1. It'll be Battaglia, Torres, and Parker here in the seventh against the new pitcher, Josh Loeffler's teammate, Nick Chiseri, a lefty. So one lefty gives way to another. This one, a 6'3", 195 lefty from Troy, New York. Battaglia has been robbed of a hit in each of his first 2 times up. First pitch missed, counts 1-0. The first time Battaglia was up, flew out to left. His teammate Julian Gallup had a sliding play to rob him of extra bases. And the second time he was up, lined into a double play to end the fourth when Ursa, the starter, defended his position and mainly his face to prevent a ball from getting into center. Counts now 1-1 to Battaglia. Here, the top of the seventh. Pilots down to their final 9 outs. 1-1, way inside, counts 2-1. Chiseri working from the windup. The 2-1. Off the plate. And we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lined into the glove of Valenti. He fires across. And Battaglia for the 3rd time tonight.
Chris Hamilton is in left. Julian. No, Julian's at first. Yeah, where is
First pitch to Over Torres after Battaglia retired. Count is 1-0. Battaglia's Niagara teammate, Julian Gallup, moved from left to first, so was on the other end of that scoop to rob Battaglia of a hit. He's 0 for 3. Now Torres has a 2-0 count against Nick Chiseri. Eddie Fournier has worked a scoreless 2 innings out of the pen for Newark in the 5th and the 6th, and with no one warming up in their pen, appears he's going to head back out for the 7th. (2-0) inside. Since Gallup moved to first, Chris Hamilton moved to left, and Gorski, the first baseman who started, is the 3-0 to Torres. Missed low. It's a 4-pitch walk from Nick Chiseri, and the Pilots have a 1-out base runner. Chiseri game for the Mohawks, 13 1/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He's walked 7. He's struck out 19. He's 2-0 with a 3.37 ERA. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Jonathan Parker. Walk to Over Torres. First pitch low. Counts 1-0. the pitching coach for the Mohawks, going to go out and talk to Chiseri. Lasorsa goes 6, gives up 4 hits and earned a run. First pitch to Josh to Julian Gallup at first. Torres was missed. Lost internet for a second. Not sure when I lost it. If I lost it in the top of the 7th or back in the 6th. Torres is going to head down to second on a wild pitch now. Chiseri. It's a 1-1 count upcoming to Loeffler. Right-handed swinging left fielder. Here against Chiseri now with Torres on second after the wild pitch. The 1-1. This is going to head down to third. Throw down, not in time. He's going to back-to-back wild pitches, moves Aubert all the way up to third. 90 feet away from a run for the Pilots. So in case the 7th was when I lost the connection, Battaglia led off this inning with a ground out to third. Torres then walked. Parker then flew out to center. Then back-to-back wild pitches to Loeffler moved Torres all the way up to third. And now it's a 2-2 count to Loeffler. New pitcher for the Amsterdam Mohawks. It's Nick Chiseri relieving Joe Lasorsa, who went 6. New left fielder, it's Chris Hamilton. Loeffler grounds his ball to third. Valenti takes a step back, fires across the diamond for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 Pilot left on base. We headed to the bottom of the 7th, Amsterdam. Let's see here from bottom of the 7th against Eddie Fournier here in his 3rd inning of relief. Has given up a hit. Corliss was helped out by his defense in the last half inning. The best play was a Mark McKenna home run robbery of TJ Collette, the designated hitter. It'll be Rivera, Chris Hamilton, and Anthony Ganella here against Fournier. 4, 5, and 6. First pitch, a blind into center field, sends McKenna back. This one will stay in the park. He'll find it, he'll glove it, and he'll make the play for out number 1. So Rivera retired. He's 0 for 2. And that'll bring up Chris Hamilton for the first time tonight. Took over for defensive purposes in the last half inning. Hamilton is 9 for 43 on the year with a .209 batting average. He's got 3 RBIs, 10 runs scored, and 3 doubles. Where's number 7? We're from the left side of the box. First pitch from Fournier. Strike 1. The one hit Fournier gave up was a double that McKenna dove for, and it hit off his chest, kept it in front of him. A strong throw from Josh Loeffler erased that runner on second. Swung on and missed. Hamilton quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Up for the first time tonight after retrieving or taking over for Julian Gallup in left. Gallup took over at first, and Matt Gorski came out of the game after going 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 stolen bases. The 0-2 to Hamilton. Checked his swing, went around, swung on, and missed strike 3. He's down looking. Fournier's second strikeout, the 5th Pilot strikeout of the night. And there's 2 away. For Anthony Ganella, 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Fournier. Counts 1-0. Fournier will reset from the stretch. The 1-0. Low. Counts 2-0. Fournier from the stretch. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. Ganello was trying for a home run there. Would have been his league-leading 7th if he can connect with it. Counts 2-1. Missed high, counts 3-1. From Eddie Fournier to Anthony Ganello. Double-barreled action in the Mohawks pen, lefty and righty warming for them. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. Ganella hoping to turn on one of the 4. Has 3 RBIs tonight. The payoff pitch from Fournier. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ganella down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to end this bottom of the 7th. 9 up, 9 down for Fournier. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the 8th. When the Pilots take their swings, they'll look up at a 7-1 deficit here from Shuttleworth Park. Nick Cesari back on the mound for his second inning in relief. Gave up just a walk to Torres in the first inning. He'll face 9-1-2 for the Pilots here in the top of the eighth. Pilots down to their final 6 outs. First pitch to Christian Orr takes a called strike one. The youngest Newark Pilot walked his last time up. Grounded out his first time. Swung on and fouled back. Counts 0-2. From the stretch, Cesari worked from the windup most of that last inning, working from the stretch to Christian Orr here. 0-2 missed, counts 1-2. One-two missed high to Orr, counts 2-2. Amsterdam has 7 runs on 8 hits. Newark has 1 run on 4 hits. Neither team has made a blunder in the field. It's a 2-2 upcoming to Christian Orr. Swung on and missed. Could not catch up to the fastball from Cesari. Orr down swinging. He's 0 for 2, and that'll flip the lineup back over for Mark McKenna.
The center fielder from Canisius College, Mark McKenna.
McKenna takes the first pitch, ball 1. He's 0 for 3 at the plate, but has made 2 great defensive plays. The better, when he robbed TJ Collette of a solo home run in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 and missed, counts 1-1. The other was on a double on a play he dove for that bounced off his chest, kept it in front of him. Josh Loeffler came over and fired a strike to get Valenti, who overslid second base. The 1-1 to McKenna, swung on and fouled back. He's behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I hear breaking glass, man. Bring it on. Oh, right out there. Bring it on. Yes.
The 1-2, lined into left center field. Center fielder over into a dive, will not get there. McKenna's going to round first. He's going to head to second. He'll stop right there with a 1-out double here in the 8th. So in his first at-bat since his great defensive play, it's a double. And the Pilots have a 1-out base run. Gonna have a mound visit now from the Amsterdam pitching coach to talk to Cesari. And he is gonna head to the dugout. It's gonna be a pitching change here for Amsterdam. We will be right back. New pitcher here after McKenna hits a double with 1 out. It's Nick Bird, right-hander from Albany for the Mohawks, appearing in his 9th game. First pitch from Hackbarth is popped up. Rivera over in center. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for out number 2. So Hackbarth's retired. He's 1 for 4. A 1-pitch out from Bird, and there's 2 away. That'll move Hunter Wells to the left side. The switch hitter was 0 for 3 from the right side. Bird in 8 previous games, 13 1/3 innings, 13 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 10 walks, 14 Ks. He's 1-0. He has a save and a 5.26, or he's 2-0. He has a save and a 6.07 ERA. Got a 1-pitch out to Hackbarth, and now Hackbarth's future Louisiana Tech teammate, Hunter Wells. First pitch outside. Counts 1-0. Still no one warming in the Pilots' pen, a lefty in the Mohawks' pen. So looks like it's going to be Fournier for the 4th inning in the bottom half of this 8th. The 1-0. Fouled back. The third baseman, Valenti, over. Will give it a look. It will land foul. Count goes to 1-1. Chiseri goes an inning and a third, gives up a hit, a walk, and a strikeout, and the runner on second, McKenna, is his responsibility. Bird from the stretch. First base side of the rubber, 1-1, misses low. Counts 2-1 to Wells. The third baseman hitting third in this Pilots lineup, the switch hitter. He will be playing here on Tuesday in the All-Star game, representing the Western Division. Henry Martinez is the 4th Pilot that's going to be here in that game. So 2 in the All-Star game, 2 in the prospect game. The 2-1 from Bird. Swung on, fouled back again. We're evened at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Add the 2 in the out column, and there's 2s across the top of the scoreboard. Wells looking to drive in McKenna from second. Grounded off the front foot of Wells. Foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Playing here on the all-turf surface at Shuttleworth Park, the historic Shuttleworth Park. Just the turf, or just the dirt mound, similar to Onondaga Community College that hosts the Flames. Bird steps off ahead of the 2-2 to Wells. Bird sets. Looks back at McKenna, now deals. Outside corner, counts full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Wells. Inside, ball 4. Hunter Wells will head down to first with a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Will Lalaka, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Out-of-town scoreboard shows the Jamestown Jammers and the Elmira Pioneers tied at 4. Will be in Elmira tomorrow night. And the Geneva Red Wings lead the Onondaga Flames at Onondaga Community College 6-4. Pilots looking up at all 4 of those teams. They're 6 games behind the Onondaga Flames for the 4th spot in the Western Division. This one gets all the way to the backstop. Wells and McKenna going to move up on what should be a wild pitch from Bird. And the Pilots have 2 in scoring position. A base hit could put the Pilots back into this one. Bird taking his time, working from the stretch. To Will Alaka, who's 1 for 3. It's a 1-0 count to the Pilots catcher. The pitch off the plate counts 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 8th inning. 6 down to their final 4 outs here from the historic Shuttleworth Park in Amsterdam, New York. After the mound visit, Alaka back. The 2-0 to him. Gets the plate, counts 2-1. The Mohawks and the Pilots have played to 6 straight scoreless half innings. Grounded the other way. This is going to be an RBI base hit. McKenna's going to score. Wells is going to round third, and he is. It's a 2 RBI single for Will Alaka, and it's 7-3. So Wells and McKenna get their runs scored. Will Alaka has driven in all 3 for the Pilots. And we're going to have a mound visit. The run that McKenna scores is charged to Chiseri. And now it's going to be a lefty. Nick Bird's night is over. Goes an inning or just a third of an inning. A flyout, a walk, and a single. It'll be a left-handed pitcher to face Peter Battaglia, who's been robbed of a hit all 3 times he's come to the plate. When we get back, Pilots trail 7-3. So Will Alaka has driven in all 3 Pilots runs tonight and now ties Peter Battaglia with the lead. 2 RBI single, driving in Mark McKenna and Hunter Wells. Knocking out Nick Bird and bringing in Brooks Knappen, a left-handed pitcher. Battaglia 0 for 3 tonight, has hit a 2-run home run in each of the last 2 games. Both to right center field. Now, would be the perfect time for the third in a row. Goes off speed for the first pitch, gets the outside corner, counts 0-1. The third Pilots pitcher they are facing in this half inning, they've got 2 hits and 2 runs. Also a walk and a strikeout. Cesare started it. Bird goes at third, and now Kapik looking to get the final out. Swung on and missed. Counts quickly 0-2 to Battaglia. Brooks Napick has a twin brother who also pitches for these Mohawks. Brooks is appearing in his third game. The 0-2, popped up. Playable. The catcher will call for it. That's Skelton. He will make the play in foul territory to end the inning. But Newark gets 2 more. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Mohawks with a 7-3 lead here from the historic Shuttleworth Park. Seven, 8, and 9 against Fournier. Here in his 4th inning in relief. Retired this trio to start the bottom of the 5th. He's given up just a double. He's retired. He's given up just a double that was erased on an outfield assist. So he's retired all 9 batters he's faced. So 1-0 count to Dustin Skelton, who will be followed by Will Holland and Julian Gallo. Counts now. Skelton 1 for 3 tonight. 3 runs, 6 hits for the Pilots, 7 runs, 8 hits for Amsterdam. This pitch misses high, counts 3-0 from Fournier. Comes set from the stretch. Misses high, a 4-pitch walk from Fournier to start this top of the 8th. Alaka will go out and have a conversation with him. Ahead of the at-bat to Will Holland. Fournier has thrown 41 pitches through 3+. through 10 batters, so about 4 pitches a batter. 24 of those for strikes. The batter will be Will Holland. He's 0 for 3, but has an RBI on a ground out back in the second. Amsterdam scored all 7 of their runs in between the second and the fourth, have not scored since. Fournier working with a base runner on for the first time tonight. Misses inside, 5 straight out of the zone from Fournier to start this inning. Hunter Wells in off the grass at third, grounded or lined to Wells. Strong throw to first. For out numbers 1 and 2. 5 straight balls to start the inning, then the first strike, a line drive double play, and there's quickly 2 away. So Holland's 0 for 4 tonight, and that brings up Julian Gallup, who's 0 for 3. Started in left, took over at first in the 7th. Here he is in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch missed, counts 1-0. The 1-0. Down the middle, a fastball. We're even at a ball and a strike. The leadoff 4-pitch walk from Fournier to Skelton was erased on a line drive double play off the bat of Will Holland. So there's 2 outs and no runners on for Fournier. Here, in the Mohawks half of the 8th. This pitch misses high. Count goes to 2-1 for Fournier. It'll be a 2-1. Grounded. Past the diving glove of Hunter Wells into left. It's going to be a base hit. Julian Gallup, the number 9 hitter, with a 2-out single, and that flips the lineup back over for John Valenti, who's 2 for 4 at the top of the lineup. Has a single and a double. The double was the play off of Fournier that got erased on the outfield assist from Loeffler. So that's the second base hit off of Fournier tonight. First pitch to Valenti, the third baseman, missed high, bowling. The first time that Fournier will face more than 3 Mohawks batters in an inning. Here in his 4th inning in relief, has gone 3 2/3. Pilots down 7-3, looking to keep it right here. Lined into the glove of Christian Orr for out number 3. So Fournier works 4 shutout innings here in Amsterdam. We headed to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Pilots. They'll have 6, 7, and 8. They need 4 runs to keep this game going. Here from the historic Shuttleworth Park in Amsterdam, New York. So Brooks Napick looking to get the final 3 outs. Got the final out in the top of the 8th. Got Battaglia to pop up to the catcher. He'll face Torres, Parker, and Loeffler here in the Pilots' half of the 9th. They need 4 to keep this game going, and it's a first pitch strike to Loeffler. Got 2 in the top of the 8th off a 2 RBI single from Will Alaka. He's driven in all 3 Pilots runs tonight. Torres is 1 for 2 with a walk. The 0-1 swung on and missed. He's behind 0-2. Torres will be here on Tuesday representing the Newark Pilots in the Home Run Derby here from Shuttleworth Park. One of 5 pilots to participate in the All-Star Game festivities. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, went off speed. Strike 3. Torres down swinging for the 2nd time tonight. He's got 30 on the year. Ranks number 2 in the league. And that'll bring up Jonathan Parker. Pilots down to their final 2 outs. Parker is 0 for 3 tonight. Pilots need 4. It starts with just getting a base runner. First pitch. Lined into right. This ball is going to drop. The Pilots have a 1-out base runner named Jonathan Parker. And the batter is Josh Loeffler. Right-handed swinging left fielder. Has a single sandwiched in between 2 groundouts to Valenti at 3rd. Loeffler at the dish. Parker leads off first. This pitch is bounced to Loeffler. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Brooks Napick in his 3rd game. He's gone 3 previous innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, only 1 earned. He struck out 5. He's given up 2 doubles and has a 3.00 ERA. 1-0 to Loeffler, 1 out, 1 on. Grounded to 2nd. 1 return throw is over the head of Gallup. And Loeffler is going to reach. Was told up in the press box that Amsterdam ends all their games on a double play. The return throw here from Shuttleworth Park just missed being a game-ending double play. Thought that one was going to be called perfectly. But the Pilots have a 2-out base runner on the fielder's choice. And it's Christian Orr.
I don't think that anymore.
So Loeffler takes over for Parker, and the Pilots are down to their final out tonight. The win goes to Joe Lasorsa, his 3rd. The loss would be for Andrew White, would be his 2nd. This pitch to Orr is bounced. Count is 1-0. The loss drops the Pilots to 11-25. The win boosts Amsterdam to 26-7. And ends the Pilots' 2-game winning streak. The 1-0. Fouled back towards the screen. Counts 1-2. Napick comes set from the stretch. The Pilots are down to their final strike. This one is lined into center field. It's a single for Christian Orr. Loeffler moves up to 2nd, and this game will continue. And the batter is Mark McKenna. McKenna is 1 for 4 tonight, doubled and scored a run his last time up. Just looking to keep things going for the Pilots. Skelton will go out and have a conversation with Napick on the mound. Check out for Napick in the Senate. And now a right-hander will begin to throw in the Mohawks' pen. Left-handed swinging center fielder against the lefty Napick. Bloops this one to left. Hamilton in. Holland back. The shortstop Holland will call for it. He'll glove it. and he'll make the play for the final out in this ball game. Pilots get no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men in this top of the 9th. And they're going to drop this game to the Amsterdam Mohawks on the road at Shuttleworth Park, 7-3. 3 runs, 8 hits for Newark, 7 runs, 9 hits for Amsterdam. This was all Mohawks early. Got it started in the bottom of the 2nd with a 2-run single from Anthony Ganella. And then an RBI ground out from Will Holland made it 3-0. Added a run in a 4th on the Ganella bases loaded walk. Added 3 more in the 4th after the Pilots got 1 in the top half on a Willalock single. Answered with a 3-run home run from TJ Collette to make it 7-1, where it was for most of the rest of the game. In the bottom of the 6th, Collette with 2 outs made a play for his 2nd home run of the game. Would have been so deep center field, but Mark McKenna had other thoughts. He went up over the center field fence, the ball back, and robbed Collette of what would have been his 2nd home run. In the top of the 8th, the Pilots got 2 more on a Willalock 2-run single, but that's as close as they would get, losing 7-3. Signing off from Shuttleworth Park here in Amsterdam, New York, I'm Frank Lasala for the Newark Pilots Radio Network. We'll be in Elmira tomorrow night, Oneonta on Saturday, and Jamestown on Sunday to round out this unofficial first half of the season before the All-Star break. Good night from Amsterdam.